And now, Joe Bob's Last Call and Nightbreed on TNT.
Hey, Joe Bob Briggs still here. And the Roaches close with a rousing gospel number. Great movie, kind of a sweet movie. Not the kind of thing you would really expect to be made by MTV. Okay, let me remind you once more that next week is the first annual Joe Bob Briggs Family Christmas Special, a very Joe Bob Christmas, with a reunion of all the Briggses from all the areas of Texas and even as far east as Pickinsville, Alabama. We'll also have the Joe Bob Briggs Tabernacle Choir, which is several of Rusty's lovely friends, so I'm looking forward to that. All this in the only Christmas movie with a monster that gets killed in a blender. I'm talking Gremlins, and we'll follow that with more pets, the cowboy alien mafia comedy Pet Shop. Okay, it's time for exploding monsters, throat slashing, bimbo staking, head hacking, guy cutting off his own face, whimpering mutant E.T. dog that turns into a little girl when it's taken out of the sunlight, heads roll, mutant foo, flamethrower foo, earthquake foo, 3 stars. Check it out and we'll be right here. Clive Barker. Clive Barker's idea of a great time is to have a nightmare about a woman with 3 heads and no skin who flays your body with a pitchfork. That's Clive. I'm inviting him to my next party.
Back to Joe Bob's Last Call and Nightbreed on TNT.
Okay, while Craig Sheffer arbitrarily changes from man to beast to man and the psycho priest makes his hand bleed, it's time for Joe Bob's Advice to the Hopeless with something else that changes nightly, the TNT Mail Girl uniform. Come on over here, Rusty.
All right.
Oh, man, Rusty, I think we should make this the permanent Mail Girl uniform. Wow.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Is this approved by the post office, what you're wearing here?
It's personally inspected by the postmaster himself.
While it's on you or while it's off you?
I'm just kidding. Actually, it's inspected by your producer.
David? Why would David be inspecting the wardrobe?
He's a real hands-on producer.
Oh, he looks after every little detail, doesn't he?
He even takes Polaroids to make sure the mail girl outfit will look good under TV lights.
What a dedicated professional David is. Good grief.
It's a joy to be working under him.
Okay, I don't want to hear anything else about David. What do you got?
Here's a letter from Jabari Broden of Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay. Jackson. I've been to Jackson. Mr. Briggs, you talk too much. People think that was bleeped, but I can actually talk that way, like in the Kung Fu movies. You talk too much. People want to watch the show a whole lot more than they want to listen to your forbidden TNT word, forbidden TNT word, forbidden TNT word talk. Jabari Broden, Jackson, Mississippi. Let's see. I can't say any of these words on TNT. I guess he or she is Jabari. Is this a he or a she? I guess when Jabari says the show, Jabari means the movie, because that's what we're going to, the show, right? But let me just point out, Jabari, that I may be this first thing that you called me here in the letter, but I'm not the second thing. And if I am the second thing, I'm not the third thing. And I may be the third thing, but I'm not the first thing. Why did you bring me this? I can't even read this on the air.
I like these kind.
Yeah, I know you do.
Well, anyone. Try this one. It's from Anthony Caffiero from Mullen, Idaho.
Anthony Caffiero, Italian guy. Joe Bob, after watching Monstervision and Last Call for quite a while now, I decided to write to you. You just read a letter from 2 fat girls that the newest mail girl brought to you. Remember that? Lately, I have been only watching your segments after the commercials for your excellent insight and advice. The movies have been lagging big time. I tried to watch The Nutty Professor, but just couldn't do it. And this Sleep Sand thing, I think he's talking about Sleepwalker or The Sandman. What was that thing called? Anyway, that thing is really bad. But I see from the website, now I know you think I'm a geek, and you're correct, that you have some good ones coming up in the coming weeks. So I guess what I'm trying to say is see if you can stay on longer and maybe cut out more of these dumb flicks. The plots won't suffer, and make more fat jokes, and keep the new mail girl if you can. By the way, I am fat. Later, Anthony Caffiero, Mullen, Idaho. Okay, good letter. Positive letter on Monstervision for a change. Appreciate it, Anthony. Have you ever been fat, Rusty?
You shouldn't ask a woman that.
But we're friends. I can ask you that.
Oh, I felt a little overweight.
Proving my point that that's what I was saying in that original show. Everybody thinks they're fat. So let's get over it, okay?
What do you mean, everybody?
I mean that if you think you're fat, then the whole world is fat.
I don't get it.
Forget it. I'm just trying to inject a little phony New Age sentiment is what I'm trying to do.
What's that?
Well, that's the idea that we're all okay even though we're all actually screwed up. You just say things like that makes the people feel better.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No, you're definitely not fat. I'm not saying you're fat.
Because I feel fat.
Please, you're kidding, right?
I think I could lose 2 or 3 pounds.
I rest my case.